it's not an exaggeration to say, like, some of these nights that I was in the ICU, I was in the ICU for 6 days, that I was literally fighting for my life because the breathing alone can kill you. I wasn't necessarily fearful. I did think that this could kill me. I did think that was a reality.
As the world grinds to a halt in efforts to prevent the spread of the deadly coronavirus, my newspaper set out to discover how it's upending lives across the region. I wanted to find out how all of you were feeling and how you were coping. And I wanted to do it all without ever having to come into contact with you, as a way to help prevent the spread of the virus. Here's what I came up with: the COVID-Diaries. It's a series of interviews, all conducted over video chat, that take the temperature of a community in a time of dramatic upheaval.
Can you describe for me what happened when you first realized that you might have come down with COVID-19?
Sure. So I had the flu earlier in January, but I got sick again with flu symptoms on March 14th. I ran the gamut of flu symptoms from a very high fever, above 103. I was nauseous. I had a cough that was dry. And one of the worst parts was these excruciating muscle aches, which makes it difficult for you to like sleep through it, like one might do for a cold. So that's when I started thinking that I had COVID-19, but I didn't have any connection to it until I saw that Councilmember Steve Padilla had tested positive, and we had met a couple times. So once that happened, I got tested. It took like 5 days to get it. Well, it took more than 5 days, actually. I got tested that weekend. 7 days into my illness, I forgot the date, but I think it's the 20th, I started having problems with breathing. And so I'm a military veteran. I served in the United States Marine Corps. So I went to the VA, which is my healthcare provider now, and they had a tent outside. They tested me again, actually. And but what they did is they took a CT scan, and that CT scan must have shown was of enough concern so that they put me into the hospital and admitted me to the ICU, in which I was at for about 6 days.
Were you pretty concerned for your life, for your well-being?
So the first couple of days in the hospital, I was really concerned because I just couldn't breathe, and I required oxygen. And there was a period in which they changed my diet where I couldn't eat or drink. I couldn't eat solid food or even drink liquids because they were preserving the potential of intubating me for a ventilator. And I was really concerned about that because that's more invasive and and has like complications associated with that. So I really, really tried to made a conscious effort to like control my breathing. And at some point, the oxygen, I fell asleep, and the cannula, the little thing that the oxygen comes in from, fell off my face. And I woke up I woke up, one, because everybody was panicking because my oxygenation level dipped, but two, gasping for air because the thing had fallen off my face, and now I was gasping for air, and the machine was going crazy. It's not an exaggeration to say, like, some of these nights that I was in the ICU, I was in the ICU for 6 days, that I was literally fighting for my life because the breathing alone can kill you.
Have you been in a situation like that before where you're scared for your life?
I'm a combat veteran, so sure. I mean, in combat situations, sure. But this was new. This is something that shouldn't affect someone who's generally healthy to the degree that it affected me. I wasn't necessarily fearful. I did think that this could kill me. I did think that was a reality. But I don't know if it's because of military training or whatever. I was not necessarily fearful, more as I was coming to the realization that this could kill me, and what would that mean? I have not had this. This was a different experience. It's a humbling experience for sure, but it's also, I'm in a position to tell people that like this is very serious.